Gentlemen, I suspect this will be a very good game. Both Down and Kraken made up of excellent people. Down is a combination of the Lizzo, Nakwi, and a couple other groups. There's a bunch of different clans that make them up, but they are very strong players. And, of course, Kraken has been excellent at King of the Sea in the past. And they're really enjoying a resurgence with the, over the past year, I'd say. So looking at Kraken, Shima, Gearing, and then double Marseille, Gudin, Nevsky, and Napoli, along with the Montana and Kremlin. We're going to come back and talk about this in a sec. But let's take a look at Down. Down, double Marceau, Daring, Des Moines, Moskva, Napoli, and then Montana, Ohio. So I want to talk about a couple things here with Kraken's comp as I look at this. First off, first day of NA, we saw several Marseille comps. I wasn't impressed by many of them, but there's definitely potential on some maps for them. And I feel like this is a map where Marseille's can work. I feel like this is a map where Marseille's have the space they'll need to work. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the Gudin. I've seen two Gudins, and both have been today. One in EU, one in NA. I do not see a lot of Gudins usually, and so I'm interested to see. My suspicion is that they're going to put the Gudin right here on this island. And here's why. You can lock in against this island, makes it very hard for the shells to come over and hit them from this side. Gives you angle there, and 12 kilometers is going to bring you out to ability to hit stuff behind this island, even behind some of this island, as well as just maybe this island. I'm not sure exactly the spacings. And so that becomes big, ladies and gentlemen, because of the fact that you can force off people sitting on islands. Apologies if you can hear barking dogs in the background, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, part of living with dogs. But, so, with that Gudin, you have a lot of ability to force stuff off. So I'm going to watch to see where he ends up. Looks like he's going to back up and in, so he's not going to be as aggressive as I thought. Side of Down's going to have the early advantage because of the Marceau getting the A cap early and the C cap not being contested at all. So they're going to be taking 2 caps. Remember, you do start at 200 points on this map because of the 4 caps. But they're going to have an early advantage that's going to need to be overcome by Kraken. And so we'll see what Kraken can do. Gearing has smoked up that Nevsky. Let's look at the Gearing. Is he running Ledge Mod Gearing? Yes, he is. No surprise he's running Ledge Mod Gearing, and that's exactly what he wants to do. So he smokes up for the Nevsky. Nevsky's now able to sit there and be a mobile firing platform, basically. He's just going to sit there in the smoke, keep smacking stuff as he can. Marceau, for example, already took 2k damage. Doesn't matter if he doesn't take any more. You got a little bit of chip damage and forced him out. 2 caps taken for the side of Down. Napoli is going to finish taking B here in 1 second. And so now the points lead will continue to increase, but it'll be slower. Ohio focused in on, and the shots are unfortunately just long. That feels really rough. If you're the side of... if you're the side of Kraken, to have that shot that looks so good not hit. Now, as I'm looking at, the fight is very, very much centered over D and C. Look at how many ships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 7 line or further over. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 9 over 50. You got 50% of the ships in the game on the 7 line or further over. And it's more now that the Daring's moved over. This is going to be decided at D. And this puts K under a lot of pressure because your Napoli is going to be able to protect B, but he's going to have a Marceau and a Napoli to deal with. He's not going to be able to do much more. Montana sitting there. Nothing really to shoot at right now. Gudin Liu is using his bombs on the Des Moines, but he is not getting too much success. There we go, that was the one. And we'll watch these in, and this is what I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen, so watch. Des Moines starts backing up. Gudin can come in. We'll see if these ones hit because of the fact that he's backing up. But Guden can drop, look at that spread, and it's only one that time, but he can force the Des Moines back into cover and be an annoying little gnat. Nevsky of, I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to butcher it right now. Nevsky is pushing up. He's sitting in the smoke. He is detected, courtesy of Firing Bloom. That's the only thing that would make sense. No longer detected now. But Daring is down to 14,000. He can heal. Des Moines of Dragon Boy can't be hit behind that. And he dodges those torps just barely. And so here's the push I was talking about with the Marseille. Oh, and the Daring gets killed by the Gearing Torps, and that's the opening Kraken needs on this flank to be able to push forward. The double Marseille are now in position to start to engage and push forward. Here come the radars. Shimikaze spotted, but he's backing off. Gearing spotted, but he's backing off. But that is the kind of opening they needed to be able to push forward. Because remember, like I said, look, nothing happening over here. Crickets. Montana, still just sitting there. Guden, over here engaged. Gearing, Kremlin, Nevsky, Marseille's engaged. All of these ships engaged. This third of the map, 1, 2, 3 lines, doesn't matter right now. Unless that Marceau decides to leave and come over and make a play. Right now, all the focus has to be on over here and what's going to happen with it. Marseille taking a lot of damage right now. Here comes the Shima smoke. That'll get him smoked up and he'll be able to stay there and heal up a little bit and be careful. But this is all about Kraken. Kraken's got the first. This is all about Kraken for this flank and if they win or lose. Kraken got the first kill they needed on the DD, but they need to clear stuff out, and right now they're not effectively clearing stuff out. Points lead is back up to about 40. Slowly growing. 7 minutes gone. Decent damage onto the Ohio of Fanta by the side of Kraken. But you gotta watch out now that the Montana of Merca has moved over and is going to have angle onto your Nevsky. The Nevsky, actually, ladies and gentlemen, he's lucky that's only down to 39,000. Pretty sure that was going to be a lot more if he hadn't started to move forward. Moskva of ZLXY in a very dangerous spot as well. He's going to take one torp. Looks like that's all he's going to take. He's going to pop the heal down to 42,000, but able to heal a bunch of it back up. How many heals that? Okay, that Ohio's still fine. He's got plenty of heals. He just pops a heal right there. He should still be fine. But we'll have to keep an eye out and see. Okay, so let's take a look here. Ohio of Fanta. Yeah, he's healing, he's kiting away, and now we're starting to see the push in for Kraken, and they're going to be able to lock the points differential at about 60. Actually, it's going to be closing because of the fact they pushed the Guden in, and this is a very aggressive play from the Guden. This is very aggressive. To be backing up and across with a Moskva and an Ohio in position to try to hit you. Yeah, Guden going forward. I could have seen if that was going for a ram or something, but that was very aggressive, and I don't feel like whatever that was supposed to do justifies the damage and the positioning. Des Moines down to 17,000 for Mr. Renamed User. And oh, that's the other danger. The Montana of America moves forward and down goes Guden. And the kills have been evened up for the side of down. Down now up by 150, but down by 80,000 health. And we might be seeing another kill here. Moskva. He's going to take a little bit of damage on the torp. He's down to 20,000. DCP is down. He is not... He's on fire now. He's not flooding, though. And look at this Marseille. Mad Hatter just on the charge around that island. Moskva of ZLXY about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. K is on the move, finally. With that being said, while we were talking about all this, we finally had some action over here on the 1-2-3 line. Napoli pushed back, as I said, he could be at the beginning by the Napoli-Marceau. And so now it's a 3-1 cap advantage and still an 80-point lead, even though you're down a ship for the side of down. Try saying that 5 times fast. Marseille 16 seconds away from healing. Ohio shells out as he continues to run. He's down to 2 heals. He'll pop another one here, get himself back up, probably to about 50k. If and when he uses it. There's the heal popping out. And now this is where the challenge comes in, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the challenge comes in. Kraken has managed to execute the push onto D, but they've lost their linchpin of the Guden at C, and they're losing 3 caps to 1, and by over 100 points. They have a health lead, but they need to do a lot more to pull this out. And with the Marseille of Mad Hatter being hard focused and down to 22,000, this is starting to look kind of dire. Both the Marseilles, that push is starting to fizzle out with them at a combined 34,000 health. And the Marseille of Mad Hatter, he doesn't have a heal, he doesn't have a DCP, he's gone. This is going to be a kill on the Marseille. This will bring down up to a even tie on ships. And then the Marseille of Hangar Not Found will be the next one that will be going down. Marceau is opening up with the guns on him. If he tries to push forward onto that Des Moines, he will go down very quickly. C being temporarily halted, ladies and gentlemen, by Special K. But as soon as that Marseille goes down, and remember, he's got 20 seconds till the heal, and here comes the Des Moines, and the Des Moines has a lot quicker firing guns. He is gone. And that is a 3-ship-to-2 lead for the side of down. And they have managed to turn this game around. And the Montana of Androd's not looking too hot either. His heal's about to tick out, and he's only going to be at about 20,000. And they're just going to keep whittling him down for now. But this game feels very firmly in control of the side of down right now, because that Marseille push fizzling out means they haven't been able to execute it in. Napoli's going to push back to B, but he's losing the trade right now. They both have 2 heals left, but Dark Sept King is 12,000 health lower. And the Kremlin and Nevsky are getting focused now. Nevsky down to 61,000. I will say, points lead slowing now for the side of down because of the cap situation, but that'll change with the Marceau pushing into D. Expect to see that happening fairly soon, and you expect to see some pushes and trades here. Shimakaze spotted by the Marceau. Marceau's going to slam the brakes. That Shimakaze is going to be very close to dead or dead. It really depends on how much damage this Gearing and Montana get out. But that Shimakaze, Special K, has found himself in a not good spot, and he's going to be gone and sunk. The Marceau still is spotted temporarily, 3,500. 3 caps to 1 for the side of Kraken now, but they lose another ship. The Montana goes down, and they are down 5 ships to 2. They're going to balance it back slightly there with the kill onto the Marceau, but you can see the push coming in now. Des Moines, Marceau, Des Moines, Ohio. That Kremlin is getting brutalized, and he's down to 1 heal after this, and the Des Moines is just going to open up on him. Renamed user will pop out, open up on him, and now the Montana just looking for the shots on the Gearing. He's going to hit a few. Nevsky trying to find some sort of balance point, and now the Napoli's on the push. We talked about this. Still has 2 heals left, has 1 heal left, up by 3,000 health, plus a heal. That's big. And the Kremlin trying to get himself dark. Problem is, look where he is. 25,000 health, getting focused by Des Moines. Des Moines manages to take only about 10k, which is more than he wanted to from the Kremlin. But now he just whittles him down a couple thousand at a time. Down to 14,000. Down to still 14,000. Down to 10,000. And that Kremlin, it doesn't matter that you're DCP'd. You're going to just get whittled down here. The Marceau, at the worst, will be the one to kill you. Montana of America's backed off, ladies and gentlemen. But there goes the Kremlin, and we're down to 880 points for the side of down. 3 ships left for the side of Kraken. Dark Seb using his last heal. Love Only Hibiki used his as well, but he's got a 20,000 health lead, and now Dark Seb can't heal anymore. It all comes down to timings. AP shells out from Hibiki, gets him to 19k, and the secondaries are just doing the work slowly but surely.
Our time runs short. Only 5 minutes remain.
And now the gearing down to 10,937. We've got the Nevsky of Askanir at 35,000 health, and 3 minutes until the side of down wins. Des Moines continuing to work that gearing down. He's got him in radar for another 20 seconds. That should be enough time to kill him. But we'll see. 4 minutes left. Nevsky still healthy. Gearing still at 4,000. Des Moines has not been able to hit him anymore since that time. Here comes some shells, though. 1,500. One more salvo will do it. And the gearing stays open. And they get the Napoli of Dark Seb King while we're watching the gearing, ladies and gentlemen. Sharko going to go down right here. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. Your winner is down. Taking it 1-0 in this game. GG, well played to both sides.